Hi, thanks for watching my views and news. Warm welcome to you. I hope you're doing fine. Two news stories. Firstly, Tsadkan Gabena Tigray's top general, who is now part of the government, serving as head of democratization of Tigray. His rank is equal to that of Vice President spoke in Makale yesterday. If you remember, when there were protests in Makale more than a week ago by opposition parties and government tortured opposition party workers, protest rally was dispersed. Back then, I raised question about Tsadkan's silence. I said, Tsadkan shows himself as a champion of democracy. He is nowhere to be seen. But he spoke yesterday, and his talk was a charge sheet against the ruling party, the interim government of Tigray. What did he say? What does he want? Secondly, talks with Fano and OLA, an Ethiopian institution, is going to start talks with Fano and OLA. It has now been confirmed. Does this institution have government's backing, and can this effort produce any positive results? We'll have a detailed look at this development because so far, Ethiopian government has not recognized Fano as a legitimate party to the issues in the Amhara region. Firstly, viewers, Tsadkan Gabena Tigray's top general spoke yesterday in Makale. In Makale, a discussion was held to evaluate the performance of interim government. Questions were asked by participants and Tigray interim government officials like Tsadkan spoke. I have a clip of Tsadkan for you, and we'll try to analyze the clip after watching it. Watch the clip, please.
نحنا كنفطروا كم سرعة متن كنفطروا زقبنا سرعات زي فطرنا نهلنا قال هنا ونأتوا نهلو عد صروح يوصايو أنا يقدر شنن anybody including ولا أنا بعلي صروحه يوصايو كل سبب كفتش الله كل سبب زفتش سرعات ده زي هاليو نحدنا مرزكا تفتشلو نخلينا تقدفلو عين الزمس لكايدا نتس أجام أي فتحون يلا ما مد نلا ما مدينا زلنا زي مثلني بزعباتو خالوته بزقبر زلو سرقتات بب خباوي ناي مريت ناي تطعيسو كلهم تطعيسهم يوم زين هز تلعيلن زلوا ناي تحتي زلو فصمتي توسن شجر زرع طرحين ناي لعلي زلو سيستميك شجر زرع يكونن سلازي حدا كمين انفتحون حساب كللو ناتي الرايا جن ازي بوليتيكالي يتصقم ازي تصقم زي بوليتيكالي أب بحدا زمچا ناي حسين بملعل ناي سبع حجز بملعلون فتح يكونن سرعات بمعراي يفتح كل عال زلو منغستي كميز مساله ناي مقوصاطري مسرح اقميطلو يتحدى كل عال زلو ويانا يزخونه سو ويانا خوين قلطل يزدلان مننتو كغير يدليون نمبزحت ينبر تغدالايون ويانا ايوزي الك امن يزدلي كاو يزبقس ግን ድማ እዚ ተወሳኺ ይምበር መንግስት ኮይና ነውሕ ዓመት ጸኒሕና ስለ ዘለና ብዙሕ ነገር ኢና ስለ ዘለና ብዙሕ ምጥፋር ኢና ስለ ዘለና ሕማቅን ጽቡቕን ኢና ስለ ዘለና ከመይ ጌርና ኢና ፖለቲካዊ ስርዓት ንምብስባስ ምኽንያት ዘይኸውን ክንገብሮ ንኽእል ዝብል ይኩምለስ ዘሎ እቲ ፖለቲካዊ ስርዓት ብኔትወርክ ተኣሳሰረ ናይ ግብረለይ ግብረካ ክሻብ ዝኾነ ናይ ሕብረተሰብ ድምፂ ዘየስምዕ ክሻብ ዝኾነ ልጀለም ካብ ዘቕረበን ሓሳባት ደስ ዝበላኒ ነገር እቲ ህዝቢ ኣባሊዕኹምና ተኸዲኹም ኢልና ኢሉ ሓቁ እቲ ህዝቢ ኣባሊዕና ኮይና ዞር ንብል ዘለና ሓቂ ክዛረብ ይደሊ እዩ ግን ንሱ ዝቋፀሮ ስርዓት የብሉን ንፍቶ ንፅላእ ኣብ ልዕሊኡ ተፃዕነ ስርዓት እዩ ዘሎ
Now, I get translations, that is how I understand events, incidents in Ethiopia. Sometimes it takes time to get accurate translations. I have to get translation from more than one sources too. So it takes time. That is why things are delayed sometimes. Now, Tsadkan, what I have understood reading all the translations is that Tsadkan acknowledged government's interim government's limitations and failure to some extent, you can say. He admitted there was land grab, increase in crime rate, widespread corruption in Tigray. He did not pull any punches. He said everyone should be held accountable, including those in power. But he focused more on the top brass, top tier of the elites. If you remember, I have been sharing with you in some videos a picture from Tigray about on the ground situation. I said in videos that ruling elite comprising politicians, journalists, others, they are living a lavish lifestyle. That is why other groups are disgruntled, they are getting frustrated. And this ruling elite members seem to be above and beyond accountability. Tsadkan clearly pointed his finger towards those who are in power. He said, there are people in positions of power who are contributing to problems, contributing to corruption, etc. He is clearly saying that there are top TPLF leaders, top Tigray military officers. So these two are main groups ruling in Tigray, who are involved in illegal practices. And he said, we talk about corruption at lower level, problem at lower level. We don't talk about root cause. Root cause is that there is no system put in place. He called for establishment of a political system which is not susceptible to corruption, which has participation of all parties, which is transparent, which is based on merit. Basically, he is calling for establishment of a participatory, inclusive, democratic government in Tigray. I don't know if he addressed the issue of torture on opposition party workers in Mekelle, which happened more than a week ago. But what he said is what is being demanded by opposition parties. Opposition parties are also saying that TPLF is behaving, it is operating like a fascist party. It has no regard for democratic values. It is not ready to listen to opposition parties. Tsadkan also demanded the establishment of a fair, transparent political system. It was good to listen to Tsadkan. There are a few figures in Tigray at least who are not loyal to just one party. They are speaking on behalf of all people of Tigray. Now, how sincere is Tsadkan in his talk? What will he do to ensure that his government acts upon his advice and his consultation? Because he is part of the government. If a government failed, it means he failed too. While he is part of the government, he should ensure that government works. Otherwise, he should not be part of the government. For more than 6 months, these people have been in power in Tigray. So they can be now held accountable. So Tsadkan will have to make decisions, I think, in coming weeks, months. TPLF is not ready to give due political space to opposition parties. Sadan is head of the wing of Tigray interim government, which is working for democratization in Tigray. How will he continue as Tigray interim deputy president? Difficult for him. But again, I would say that good to listen to Tsadkan. Others should join, and pressure should be built on TPLF, on Tigray interim government, so that opposition gets political space. Healthy discussions are held, open public discussions between ruling party TPLF and opposition parties. Public should be invited to. Media should be giving coverage to all these discussions. That is the way forward, and decision should not be made unilaterally by the TPLF. Secondly, we have talks between armed groups in Oromia and Amhara and Ethiopian government. We have seen talks between OLA and government in Zanzibar, Tanzania. First round was held more than 2 months ago, no results. That effort was mediated by some foreign entities. I think IGAD was involved, to African Union, to an organization based in Europe played a key role in that first round of talks. Second round of talks, we don't know when it will be held, but Shivana Sabdisa 3 days ago said that talks with OLA were achievable. Second round could start. We don't know about the situation, the dialogue between Fano and the government in Amhara region. And I have been saying, though that government has not showed any intent so far for sincere, meaningful dialogue with Fano fighters. Now, a government institution, or you can say government formed institution, is planning to talk to the groups, armed groups in Amhara and Oromia. National Dialogue Commission led by Yunus Adai. It was formed more than a year ago. It was formed by Ethiopian Parliament. It was tasked with the dialogue with all disgruntled elements, with all political parties, and then come up with a plan for change in constitution, for change in everything in Ethiopia, for a better, prosperous, peaceful, democratic Ethiopia. The Dialogue Commission is in talks. So far, no results. But Yunus Adai, talking to news outlet, confirmed that his National Dialogue Commission has obtained permission from the government to talk to groups in Amhara and Oromia. Government officials have granted permission to National Dialogue Commission. The National Dialogue Commission can talk to Fano and OLA. And Dialogue Commission is making preparations. Talks will be held if Fano responded positively, between Fano representatives and the Dialogue Commission members. Yunus admitted that talks with Fano could be different because Fano has no one single representative body. But he said, these are our children. I like these words of Yunus. He said, these are our children. Who will talk to them? If we don't talk to them, we should talk to them because they are our children. This is the type of statement which should have been come from the government. So National Dialogue Commission is going to start discussions with groups in Amhara, Oromia. But Dialogue Commission can only talk to Fano and then share Fano's demands with the government, or it can convince Fano to talk to government. It cannot resolve this issue. The conflict between the federal government and Fano, federal government, OLA, cannot be resolved by National Dialogue Commission. If you remember, when OLA agreed to talk a few months ago, it agreed to talk only through foreign mediation. That is why talks were held in Tanzania, Zanzibar. Foreign mediators were there. Fano would want the same too. Fano wouldn't just talk to the government through National Dialogue Commission. But at least some channel should be established for communication between these armed factions and Ethiopian federal government. So I see it a good development. Let's see, can these commission members reach Fano fighters? And they have announced these these commission members, they'll make the findings, they'll make the results of their contacts, discussion with armed groups public. That is important because if they make their results public, we'll be able to know what the demands of two groups are and how these demands can be met. Thanks for watching.